Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we've got a fantastic community here because of you. Thank you. If you're watching this on replay, hi. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them as I go. And today, we are going to learn from some criminal geniuses. I tell you, we're going through the superseding indictment, particular parts of it where I don't know why these geniuses haven't been recruited by the CIA. Anyway, all right. So get your sneak on. Ready? Okay. Actually, these need to come off so I can get through the paper. All right. All right, here we go. There, we'll put that there. All right, everybody. Where to start? All right. Make sure you guys can hear me. All right. We're gonna go through a few little highlights in the latest superseding indictment. So it's a lovely. It's colorful. It's very nice. All right, so gather round. So just so we know what we're talking about here, we're still in D.C. We are in the top secret documents that Trump basically admitted that he took anyway. Among the materials Trump stored in his boxes were hundreds of classified documents. Yes, hundreds. Included information regarding defense and weapon capabilities of both the United States and foreign countries, United States nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities of the United States and its allies to military attack, and plans for possible retaliation in response to a foreign attack. Okay. The Mar-a-Lago Club is not authorized to store for storage, possession, review, display, or discussion of classified documents. Of course, that's what Trump's people are asking. That's what Trump's asking for now. He's gone to the court. And he has, he said, well, I shouldn't have to go to a SKIF. I should be able to review classified documents at Mar-a-Lago or Bedminster. It's like, spiff? That's what got you into this mess in the first place. Anyway, it doesn't want to work. Let go. Not really. Okay. Doesn't matter. All right. Nevertheless, Trump stored his boxes containing classified documents in various locations at the Mar-a-Lago Club, including in the ballroom, bathroom, shower, office space, bedroom, and storage room. Okay. And on 2 occasions in 2021, that they can prove, Trump showed classified documents to others. Okay. There. Okay. No, this way. All right. Keep it handy. Our heroes for today, other than Trump himself. No. We're learning from just the. Okay, we're gonna learn from these 2 geniuses, Waltine Nada, and Carlos de Oliveira, I believe. Yes, de Oliveira. Carlos. So, Walton Carlos. So, who are Walt and Carlos, you may ask? Defendant Mata was a member of the United States Navy stationed as a valet in the White House during Trump's presidency. Beginning in August 2021, Mata became an executive assistant to the office of Donald J. Trump and served as Trump's personal aide or body man. Beginning in January 2022, defendant Carlos de Oliveira was employed as the property manager at the Mar-a-Lago Club. Prior to holding this position, he was employed as a valet at the Mar-a-Lago Club. So this is like desperate outlaw valets. And Trump was like the mob boss to the valet gang. That's it. All right. Let me skip ahead. We're on page 27 where it gets really juicy, but I just want to take a brief stop on page 9 because this is the 60-page indictment. Page 9. Trump's public statements on classified information. A, B, C, D, and E. I won't go through all of them, but as a candidate for president of the United States, Trump made the following public statements, among others, about classified information. Quote, "In my administration, I'm going to enforce all laws concerning the protection of classified information. No one will be above the law." B, we also need to fight this battle by collecting intelligence and then protecting our classified secrets. We can't have someone in the Oval Office who doesn't understand the meaning of the word confidential or classified. C, one of the first things we must do is enforce all classification rules, enforce all laws related to the handling of, and on. This would be your words coming back to haunt you. Then we have since this is a larger version of what we've seen, then we have the lovely color photos of, boxes with top secret material just sitting out on the stage in the ballroom. And then we get the very famous, yes, Trump's bathroom reading. All right, so there are other pictures, and one of these is actually it's not even this. I mean, these are more pictures, the boxes and whatnot. But there's one later where Trump actually wanted a picture of the storage room with the with a picture of what was the boxes that were in the storage room, because he wanted to see what was there. And someone took a photo, printed it out, and taped it to a box that Trump had moved to his own quarters. I kid you not. Oh, but he didn't know anything about it. Then we have the lovely transcript. May I share with you you actually, I don't need to share this. You've heard this one. This is the lovely transcript where Trump was bragging to someone about having classified information about how the U.S. would attack Iran. And he says, and I quote, "See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, you know. But this is still a secret." In his indictment. La, 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 la. Apparently, in Trump's residence, there is one of the outer rooms that they call Pine Hall. Thank you, Mara. Thank you. Yes, this is the very picture Trump wanted taken of the boxes so he could see what was in the storage room. So we have a couple of new people. Not only do we have Carlos, but we've also got employee numbers. All right, we've got employee 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that may sound confusing, but the main thing to remember is employee 4. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Employee 4 was the honest one and happened to be the head of IT. That's the one you need to remember. But other than the others. So Trump was saying how he just went through, I haven't been through the boxes. I don't know what's in there. On November 25th, 2021, employee 2 texted Nata. Has he mentioned the boxes to you? I delivered some, but I think he may need more. Could you ask if he'd like more in Pine Hall? Response. He has one he's working on in Pine Hall. Knocked out 2 boxes yesterday. Quote, he's tracking the boxes. That's January 13th. On the 15th, one thing he asked was for new covers for the boxes. That's January 15th, 2022. And after all of that, when interviewed by the FBI in May 2022 regarding the location and movement of boxes, Nata falsely stated he was not aware of Trump's boxes being brought to Trump's residence for his review. Falsely stating he did not know how the boxes that he and Trump employee number 2 brought from Trump's residence to the commercial truck for delivery had gotten to the residence. It's a little mystery. And asked whether he knew where Trump's boxes had been stored before they were in Trump's residence, whether they had been in a secure or locked location. Nata falsely responded, I wish I could tell you. I don't know. I honestly just don't know. There's a reason. There is a reason you don't lie to the FBI. Moving on. Okay. So, make sure. Between May 23rd and June 2nd, all right, now remember, one of the key dates is May 11th, which is when it was a subpoena. A subpoena on May 11th. Between May 23rd and June 2nd, after that, Nata removed, at Trump's direction, a total of approximately 64 boxes from the storage room and brought them to Trump's residence. 64 boxes. I've got, I think I counted, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I've got 14 here, and I wouldn't want to move them. They're heavy. But Nata, at Trump's direction, moved approximately 64 boxes from the storage room to Trump's residence, and Nata and De Oliveira brought to the storage room only approximately 30 boxes. 64 minus 30, 34 boxes that went, oh gosh, I don't know. Neither Trump nor Nata informed Trump's attorney of this information when the attorney was supposed to be, signing off. June 3rd, earlier that same day, Nata, De Oliveira, and others loaded several of Trump's boxes along with other items on aircraft that flew Trump and his family north for the summer. So then we get to page 27, and this, my friends, let me tell you the story. The criminal geniuses of Walton Carlos. On June 3rd, FBI agents were at the residence. The FBI agents observed were surveillance cameras located near the storage room. That was June 3rd. June 22nd, DOJ emailed an attorney for Trump's draft grand jury subpoena requiring the production of certain security camera footage, including footage from cameras on ground floor basement where the storage room was located. 2 days later, Trump's business organization received the final grand jury subpoena. That same day, Nauta received a message that Trump wanted to see him. Less than 2 hours later, Nauta, who was scheduled to travel with Trump to Illinois the next day, changed his travel schedule and began making arrangements to go to Palm Beach, Florida instead. Okay. Nauta provided inconsistent explanations to colleagues for his sudden travel to Florida. He texted one person, now granted, one person, not one of the employee numbers, no, just a person. He texted one person he'd not be traveling with Trump the next day because he had a family emergency and used shushing emojis. Family emergency with shushing emojis. Later that night, he texted a Secret Service agent that he had to check on a family member in Florida. After he arrived on the 25th, he texted the same Secret Service agent and said he was in Florida working. Okay, so he's trying to get hold of employee number 4, who was the IT person, the honest IT person. So while De Oliveira was waiting for Nauta to arrive, De Oliveira told a valet, it is a gang of valets apparently, but told a valet at the Mar-a-Lago club, oh no, I take it back, this is employee number 5, that Nauta was coming down and asked employee number 5 not to tell anyone that Nauta was coming down. Don't tell anyone Nauta's coming down because Nauta wants the trip to remain secret. De Oliveira also told employee 5 that Nauta wanted De Oliveira to talk to employee 4 to see how long camera footage was stored. He wants me to talk to employee 4 to see how long camera footage is stored, but it's a secret. The evening of June 25th, at the Mar-a-Lago club, Nauta and De Oliveira went to the security guard booth where surveillance video is displayed on monitors. Then walked with a flashlight through the tunnel where the storage room was located and observed and pointed out surveillance cameras. Flashlights and pointing out surveillance cameras with the flashlight. 2 days later, Monday, June 27th, there's a conversation with employee number 4, our honest employee 4. So De Oliveira told 4, I'm just going to call him 4, our conversation should remain between the two of us, and asked, how many days does the server retain footage? 4 responded he believed it was approximately 45 days. De Oliveira told 4 the boss wants the server deleted. the boss. The boss wanted the server deleted. Ford responded he would not know how to do that, and he did not believe he would have the rights to do that. And that Carlos should reach out to another employee who was a supervisor for security. De Oliveira then insisted the boss wanted the server deleted and asked, "What are we going to do?" That was in the early morning. It was in the morning. 9:48 a.m., June 27th. Later that day, at 1:06 p.m., between 1:31 p.m. and 1:50 p.m., De Oliveira walked through the bushes on the northern edge of the Mar-a-Lago Club property to meet with Nata on the adjacent property. Then walked back to the IT office that he had visited that morning, and then walked again through the bushes on the northern edge of the Mar-a-Lago Club property to meet with Nata on the adjacent property. I would like to do a dramatic reenactment. In July 2022, the FBI and grand jury obtained and reviewed the surveillance video from Mar-a-Lago Club showing the movement of boxes set forth above. And just over 2 weeks after the FBI discovered classified documents in the storage room and Trump's office, Nata called Employee 5 and said words to the effect of, "Someone just wants to make sure Carlos is good." Employee 5 told Nata that De Oliveira was loyal. Back and forth. Trump called De Oliveira, told him Trump would get him an attorney. Now, I would like to take just a moment before we move away from that entirely, that it's hard, you have to think back, because it's not listed in here. But there was credible, let me share the screen. There was credible story. Exclusive. Mar-a-Lago pool flood raises suspicions among prosecutors in Trump's classified documents case. In case you don't remember, an employee at CNN. This is CNN. An employee at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence drained the resort's swimming pool last October and ended up flooding a room where computer servers containing surveillance video logs were kept. Whether it's unclear if the room was intentionally flooded or if it happened by mistake. Federal prosecutors found it suspicious. The incident, which had not been previously reported, came roughly 2 months after the FBI retrieved hundreds of classified documents from the Florida residence, and as prosecutors obtained surveillance footage to track how White House records were moved around the resort. Ring around Mar-a-Lago. Prosecutors have heard testimony that the IT equipment in the room was not damaged in the flood. Yet the flooded room, as well as conversations and actions by Trump's employees while the criminal investigation bore down, has caught the attention of prosecutors. These circumstances may factor in possible obstruction. I don't know why these two weren't recruited by the CIA. So these are the people we're dealing with here. So if anyone is in despair about the state of our country and what will happen to us and will we lose our democracy? No. Just no. Oh my God. So, yeah. And then we get the willful retention of national defense information. And we get all of the different, let's see, Trump is being charged with documents. One is of the 40 charges, 40 charges, 1 through 32 are these documents. One for each of these documents he shouldn't have had. And there, if you read what they are, even roughly, it's pretty scary. Then you get the Walt, Nada, Carlos. You get all of their charges and yeah. And then my favorite part, well, that was the most entertaining, but of course my favorite part is the part in the back about count number, let's see, penalty sheet. Counts 1 through 32. Donald J. Trump, willful retention of national defense information, max term of imprisonment, 10 years. Maximum fine, $250,000. Count number 33, conspiracy to obstruct justice, max term of imprisonment, 20 years, max fine, $250,000. Count 34, withholding a document or record, max term of imprisonment, 20 years, max fine, $250,000. Corruptly concealing a document or record, max term of imprisonment, 20 years, max fine, $250,000. Concealing a document in a federal investigation, max term of imprisonment, 20 years. Scheme to conceal, max term of imprisonment, 5 years. False statements and representations, max term of imprisonment, 5 years. And each one of those have a max fine of $250,000. And now we have 40 and 41, altering, destroying, mutilating, or concealing object, max term of imprisonment, 20 years. And corruptly altering, destroying, mutilating, or concealing a document, record, or other object, max term of imprisonment, 20 years. So, how's this going to go for them? Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Okay. How can they be this stupid? It's hard. It's hard to understand how they can be this stupid. Visualize 70 says they'll be knocking down the prison before he's released. Oh man. Okay, I've got this thing just kind of stuck in my hair. All right, there. All right, that works better. Now I can actually get this back. So, Cindy Miller says you just made me feel so much better. Oh, good. And that makes my whole day, because that was the aim. These people are idiots. So that, and then that should be that, and then we'll jump into reading on how's it going to go. Oh, thank you, Ricky. Star of the show, Jedi Master herself. Oh, thank you. All right, so by the way, I just refer to this as the Moron Chronicles. So that's it. That was sort of at like 2:45. Okay, so at 31:45. Oh no! I want to do the. How's it going to go? How's it going to go for Trump? Go for Trump. Yes, Lynette, they are hilariously incompetent. Yes. Thank you, Amy. How's it going to go, Trump? It's the guys in the bushes, too. Just the... Eight of Cups. Evidence. I'd say there's lots of evidence. Yeah. Justice card. That's kind of all we need, but Star. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. When it comes down to it, I don't think Trump is going to be there. I don't think Trump is going to be the primary candidate, the one who wins for the Republicans. And I think that the other Republicans are just going to let Trump sink. Just. And it is upon him. It is the time of paying the piper is nigh. How's the case gonna go? And I keep getting Aileen Cannon, Judge Aileen Cannon, being like, "Give me something to work with. I want to be on your side." Six of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups. There is more coming. And Trump is more and more desperate because if he doesn't become president, he's going to some form of prison. So, entertainment only, YouTube. Okay. For the other two, I don't care. I should care, but I don't. Are they going to flip on him? I mean, I might care about that, but... All right, 3 cards each for Dumb and Dumber. Walt and Carlos. How's it going to go for you? Going to get real lawyers? Or are you just going to pretend that Trump's lawyers are actually going to care what happens to you? Okay. Lots and lots and lots and lots. Incoming. Yeah. All right. Walt. Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords. World. That is a brick wall hitting a, this is the legal stuff, and this is hitting a brick wall at speed. Not going to go well. And he's going to be like, oh, well, what do you mean it's not going well? Your lawyer doesn't have your best interests at heart. Supposed to, but nah. Carlos. Ace of Cups. Six of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. He thinks he's going to be protected, but this is the card of going to prison, going up the river. What do you mean this is happening? Oh my gosh. Consequences of my actions. So anyway. All right. So Cosmic Goat Lady had a question at 36:20. It was actually about justice. Oh. That was a slip, and that shall not. Oh, no, I do not want to speak that into existence. Judge Cannon first, hopefully getting justice. Will Cannon be thrown off the case if she denies Jack Smith's latest filing? Because, we just went over all that. We just went through all of that. Okay, right? The Moron Chronicles, we went through it. Trump's lawyers have now made a motion. Trump doesn't want to have to go to a SKIF to review evidence for his case. The top secret stuff? No. He wants to be allowed to take the secret documents back to Mar-a-Lago and Bedminster. So basically, the prosecutor can go to the jury and say, if you're wondering about intent, the man made a request at the beginning of this here very trial saying he wanted to take the top secret stuff out of any protective area and take it back to Mar-a-Lago and Bedminster. Now, if Aileen Cannon says yes, I think she's going to be up and I think, yeah, she's toast. But let's see. Three of Cups. Take a sip. Get your beverage. Take a sip. It's going to be interesting. Oh my gosh. Lady says he'll be a Six of Swords. Five of Pentacles. AJ was asking brazen or stupid. I would say raging narcissism. Well, it's going to apply to me. The world revolves around me. Not me. I know better. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords, Hermit, Judgment. Not only is he not going to be able to take them back to Mar-a-Lago, anything you can, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have no argument. You are out in the cold. You are donezo. We are going to see this play out. This is the card of going up the river to prison. That is him being frozen out, like teeth chattering, frozen out, and facing judgment. So you are under indictment for taking classified documents, obstructing justice, but keeping national defense information and documents in an unsecure location. So one of your first major asks of the court is to do it again for the trial. Okay. There's another question here, but I think we covered it. All right. So we're going to move on to some other things that are in the news. And this is just, yeah. Can't figure out if this one is illegal or not. It's wrong, but I don't know if it's actually fully illegal because of new Florida law. So, once more into the breach, my friends. Yes, in our ongoing What the Florida. Yeah, okay. Gosh, my hair really is a mess today. That's okay. I'll pull it together. All right. At 41:15. If your Spidey senses were tingling, that something was amiss with that DeSantis car accident that we heard about. Luckily, no one was hurt. We don't want anyone being hurt. It was in Tennessee last week. You would be correct. It turns out that Ron in Tennessee was in a Florida state vehicle while campaigning for the office of president. The only way the public learned of this was because of the wreck. Thanks to new laws passed this year, it's unclear if this was against the law, because the sunshine laws about everything coming to light, being available to everybody, doesn't apply to DeSantis. Because that's how authoritarians work. So, will anything come of this? Lady Eva says, I thought that wasn't allowed. I thought it was illegal, but let's see. Never says, what a stealing, cheating jerk. Yeah. Oh, Haley says, I bought a huge bag of popcorn for my wedding. Still have a lot left, just saying. Congratulations. Well, yeah, but the legislature in Florida, they're part of the cult of cruelty. 8 of Swords, Strength, Ace of Cups. Oh, there might have been something wrong with this. That is a big, you shouldn't have been doing that. Legally hemmed in from doing stuff. And this is the beginning of action. This is a new action from a more liberal side. This could be, this could be people in Florida. It could be the citizens suing him. Lady Eva says, my husband bought me a bag of popcorn last night. Then he asked after I opened it. Thought that was for the indictment. There were new charges yesterday, so it counts. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Page of Wands. That's a thief card. Okay, folks. It's Florida. I do what I want. I'm running for the presidency. Using Florida funds can make me look big because I'm not. And that, my friends, it ends with the card of the thief. So, yeah, he might have some trouble coming his way. At least I hope so. Yes, Rose Blue. State vehicle, out of state, for personal use. This one, 4510. DeSantis has said he will appoint RFK Jr. as either the head of the FDA or CDC. If DeSantis is elected president, would he actually do it? I'm thinking, no, DeSantis won't be put in president. No, he wouldn't appoint RFK Jr. And no, extra with extra no sprinkled on top, and with some extra no. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, look at me. I'm so important. Yo, you say some of the things. You have a couple of good ideas. Why don't we, and he said this, we could sick him on the CDC. Lapdog, anybody? 2 of Swords. Thief card. Justice. That doesn't look like DeSantis is it's going to go terribly well. These are decisions made, can also be voters, but there's a thief card and there's justice. And that's for DeSantis appointing RFK. Is that for DeSantis or RFK, that justice card? Hanged Man. It ain't happening. Oh, okay. DeSantis, you're getting the King of Cups. That's Biden DOJ, or it could be, I don't know if he had anything to do with January 6th or fake electors or something. I don't know. But he's got some big problems coming up, legal problems. Those are 10 swords, legal swords or voter swords, or both, in his metaphorical back. And as far as RFK Jr. goes, he's just going to keep running his mouth, but he's working for the Republicans. So please ignore him. The best thing we can do with RFK Jr., close the ear. Who? Matter of fact, I want to say Sarah said that RFK Jr. was just complaining that Hunter Biden has Secret Service protection. And RFK Jr. said, I didn't have Secret Service protection. Your cousins did. Maybe because your father wasn't president. Just thought. Kind of delusional. Anyway, moving on. All right. Oh, fingers crossed. 40, 48, 45. 49. Make it 49. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Experts have been expecting the economy to slow down for a while. And it hasn't. Although I'm a little concerned about October, when people have to start paying back all those heinous student loans with the loan shark compounding interest garbage. But much to the GOP's chagrin, the economy has not been slowing down. Under Biden, the economy is actually picking up more steam. Will this continue through 2024? Holly Friend says he thinks he should have protection because he's supposedly a candidate. For what? Candidates don't do all the candidates get Secret Service protection? My understanding is that's not the case. But correct me if I'm wrong, please. Ace of Wands. Okay. There's a little worry that House Republicans are going to shut down the government. Surprise. Judgment. Four of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. That's the last card. That's the good card. That's a new start. That's good. Judgment. We've kind of been through that. Actually, the hard part of the economy is happening right now. I mean, inflation is coming down, which is great. And we have the lowest inflation of the developed world. It's or the G7 anyway, I believe. But that means prices have already risen, and that's hard. But that's actually not bad. Ace of Pentacles. I'm concerned, but yes, Janelle Espinosa, except in Florida. Yes. Florida's economy, not as great. Dr. Storm says you are right. Only the last two candidates for president get Secret Service protection. That's what I thought. Well, Republicans think they can make hay about prices having gone up. We went through a pandemic. Considering how most pandemics have affected countries in the past, this was a miracle. Three of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups. Democrats are still going to win. It's not easy, and we wish it was better. But as Biden says, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. Yeah. Biden's not going to take your rights away. He's going to do everything he can to restore them. And that makes a big difference come election. All right. So at 52... Oh, wait. This thing jumped. At 5240... Thank you for being here today. Do subscribe, please, if you can. As soon as we hear indictments, I've already got the page set up. I've just got to change the date on it. I put the link in the chat yesterday, and I have put the link on the community page. So as soon as the Trump DC indictments come down, bleep, I will be there, and we can watch it together. We'll do some readings. So have a look at the community page for that. And liking and subscribing really does help. Thank you. All right. At 53, make it 53:30. Reuters reports McConnell's office put out a statement. That Mitch will remain in office through 2024. Let's see. According to the great Google, next in line is, without another election within the Senate, on the Republican side, is John Thune. And yeah, who I call John Thule because of the occultist who helped Hitler back the Thule Society. Thule. I do my best. All right. Mitchie, Queen of Pentacles. Well, define in charge. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, there's January 6th legal stuff is going to hit Congress. That's what I've picked up. That at the moment it seems far-fetched because these people have gotten away with so much for so long. But they're not in power. The Democrats have power, even though it's close. Democrats actually still have the power, and this is legal mess. So McConnell isn't even really here, but it's like he doesn't 100% need to be, if that makes any sense. Carolyn, Ochoa, I just wanted him to go home and rest. Yes, but, you can't make somebody take care of themselves. So, yeah. It just seems like it's going to be... He has strong people working for him. He has many people who will do his bidding, and they already know kind of what he wants. And if these kind of major crises that are hanging over Congress because of January 6th, what could Mitch do anyway? Spin? There's lots of people to spin. There's no... Yeah. So anyway, he feels really weak. So, and it feels like he feels really, really weak, and like tissue paper thin weak. But the energy, what's happening in the Senate, what's going to happen, the energy, it just veers right away from him. So, okay. This is interesting. 5710. Maggie, who had the question, we're all wondering who might replace McConnell if he retires. I don't get names, but this was very interesting. One reader said whoever replaces McConnell will be taken out by justice. By justice. Where was I? There it is. Do you see anything like this happening? Fingers crossed it's either Ron Johnson or Ted Cruz. All right. Whoever, because McConnell will move on at some point. He said I believe he said he's not running again. I know Feinstein's not running again. Isn't Mitch? Did he say he's not running again? Someone will take over. Majority leader in the Senate, and that's just how life works. There's anything bad towards Mitch. But will the next person, man or woman, kind of lose that position because of justice? Two of Swords. Those are legal decisions. This is election. This is my card for elections, and it feels very strong. Huge energy around election, and that might be January 6th stuff. All right. 5 of Swords, adding insult to injury. 8 of Cups, Hermit. There's evidence. There's the inset, and then frozen out. Isolated. It's not the 5 of Pentacles, like the little match girl card. Miserable story. But that's not good for them. I don't know about Cruz or Johnson, but I'm sure we'll be looking at them soon. Man. All right. Well, It is. I'm 1 hour in, and I'm actually getting a little tired. So I would be better. Rose Blue says, you're talking about his position in the Senate, not his actual seat. Correct. Correct. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear on that. But that's going to do it for me for today. All right. It is 1:21 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome to join. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year. And I'm still thinking next Tuesday. Don't forget, next Tuesday, full moon. Full moon. Looking bad for Trump. Indictment day, maybe. All right. Anyway, take care. You're not alone. We are in this together. And goodness gracious, there are good days ahead. All right. See you tomorrow.